What's up, Tony? What's up, Cody? How are you? What's up, Michael? How are you doing, Nat, sir? And Jesse, how are you, Nat? And Funny, how are you, Nat? Where did I leave off? I'm good, Michael. Thanks for asking. Sorry if I'm in and out. I'm still eating my dinner, so I just waiting to get the stream started. But hello, Cyber. How are you? Messing around with Sim Dashboard. I've yet to fool around with that. Let me know how it is. And finally got around to starting my FS25 harvest. Noise. I'm pretty good, Jesse. Thanks for asking. What's for dinner? Pork chops, buttered noodles, and rolls with Texas Roadhouse butter. Big fancy log farm down house. Log farm house down by the river. Well, you should build a van. Them farmhouse take a hot minute. You should use faster productions. It'll speed that up a whole heck of a lot. Good evening, Brandon. How are you doing, Nick? Doing pretty good, Terry. How about yourself, sir? Pretty good. I can't complain. What's up, Steve? How you doing tonight? Hey, Steve. Have you heard out of Sean in a while? I haven't seen him in a few weeks. I don't know if he's doing all right or not. Tyson, I don't have the answer for that. I mean, there's already maps coming out. Nothing that piques my interest. God dang, I got the fork stuck in the ground again, I guess. Yeah, dude. How it started off. Because it's going to be a common occurrence. Jesus, Pete. Oh, nope, got it. Bro, I say, these shouldn't be that heavy for this thing. Maps are the hardest things to convert over and the longest ones to take to build from scratch. So mainly what you're getting is just edits of this map out currently. And we'll see, that's probably one of the last things that will start trickling out would be maps. Because one map maker said they had to take all of their buildings back into Blender, I think it was, and redo all of them. So all the custom buildings have, like, people have put on their maps have to be redone. Everything's got to be redone for the new engine, everything. So maps will be one of the last things to come out, but there's some already coming out. But like I said, they're mainly just edits to this map. I did not see him coming. Okay, so wait, does this how this work is you just put the materials in and it slowly builds over time? Is that what I'm getting? Wait, hey. Alright, we need some logs. My woodpecker just driving nuts. That is, luckily I don't have my headset on right now, or else I'd probably be complaining, but that's one of the things that some of the sounds are obnoxiously loud compared to others. The woodpecker, and there's another one that drove me up the wall. And there's no way to turn them down. Well, I mean, you can turn it down by turning the, oh, the rain. The rain's obnoxiously loud, too. But you have to turn down all the other volumes to get it to go down. It's ridiculous. Oh wait, this is my wood beams. Bigger giants would have fixed the head tissue in the smaller international truck, but they had to do so. They won't, because so many people have already fixed it for them. What in the hell? So many people have already fixed it for them, so they're not going to do it. They had it set up to pull what they want to pull, and that's it. Alright, now everything's in there. Build. Oh yeah, Ken, Tony, you're a supervisor. You're not in here supervising. It's your fault. Hold up. How'd we get negative $523,000 in the hole? We had $700,000. Who spent $1,200,000, or excuse me, $1.2 million? When I logged off this afternoon, we had $700,000 in the bank, and now we're at negative 523,000. Did you skip time? Yeah, fast forward it to through daylight. Is that a glitch? I went from 20 to 7 o'clock in the morning. Good evening, Bruce. How are you? I know damn well we didn't use $1.2 million overnight. Last time I was in, I was doing smaller contracts. Like I said, I fast forward time, but come on, no. Alright, I'm done eating, well, done eating my dinner. Now it's on to dessert.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I was eating dinner. I didn't have my headset on, so I was like, I'm just going to mute myself.
The only bad thing about this sim dashboard is you need to enable the mod on your server for anybody to use it.
Well, that's dumb. thought it was a client side thing.
You can either connect your tablet or whatever you choose directly to your computer, or you can run it over Wi-Fi. I'm running mine over Wi-Fi right now, and there's barely any delay.
What happened to all the money?
God teach him young. I don't know. When I got off this afternoon after I got all the mods in, we had $700,000. Somewhere along that line, we spent what 1.2 million, and we're in negative 523,000.
Yeah, how'd that get spent?
I don't know. Production costs? Almost $1 million in production costs.
What is that even?
All the wood I'm making.
You better sell that for a pretty penny.
Well, that was a simple fix. Hold on. It's like magic.
Oh, delightful. Yeah, I'm harvesting the spinach.
Doesn't even waste any time. Just immediately goes to spending.
No, I was waiting around.
For fuck's sake. Okay. I put auto load in. Oh, Autoload, you're such a beautiful, beautiful work of art. This effing guy. F you, JT, where's your computer?
Yeah, GT.
Yeah, JT.
That guy.
Oh, yeah, JT. That's my best Brandon impression since he doesn't hang out with us anymore. It comes Thursday. There we go. Whoa. Excuse me. Jeez, bait. Why you no doctor yet? Ooh, that one caught my cat's attention. That light is so bright. My eyes are... where do we sell this wood at? I'm curious to see how much it sells for. Peaked in July. 2.3, 2.3, 2.3, 2.5, 2.8 at the playground. Where is the playground? Tag that place. Back the other way. Damage some crops while we're at it. That's what happens when you buy them there pre-built computers. When you buy them, the stuff's close to being outdated already, so when something goes wrong in them, it's just cheaper to... oh, we still got trees down over here. It's just cheaper to replace the whole damn PC because it's all outdated anyway.
You know what? You're awesome.
Tiffany Ellis, thank you for subscribing and welcome to the flock. Damn, funny you would ask that. I'll have to pull it up. Oh, what did you order? Okay. Yeah, I'm curious to see what JTPC 3.0 looks like. Probably has a dedicated booby streamer tab always open. Plays on the little window on the side of your PC. That's JT. Why would you be selling wood at the playground? It's like you got illegal lumber that you just got sitting around. You can sell it behind the playground. Kids love it. Damn, they took all that. This one comes with a 2060 GTX graphics and 32 gigabyte memory. Yo, can I stop hitting the fence? That'd be great. How in the hell? Tight quarters. Freaking woodpecker. Yeah, I was trying to record a video today for my Phoenix plays, and it kept crashing out saying it didn't have enough memory. And I know I have enough memory for this rinky-dink ass game, so I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then after I sat there for a minute, I realized I still had Farm Sim 25 open. Now, you know what's cool? I put the lumberjack mod in under. Where's my chainsaw? Hey, it's for funny. He's so funny. He's so funny. Hello, Jamel. Though, how are you tonight? But I had Farm Sim 25 the whole time, so that's why I guess it was eating up the memory. Recording another game while Farm Sim was open in the background. Yikes. Yikers. Isn't there like somewhere where you, like a building that you can put your chainsaws down in? Have I not found that one yet? Excuse me. I saw somebody else. And good. What about you? I'm pretty good, sir. Thanks for asking. So no, I had a chainsaw. Where it's at, I have no clue. That's outside. I feel like you already have 100 hours in this game. Sir, I had 37 hours, okay? 37 hours. Get out of here with that mess. I think it was Chief had like 72 hours within like the first week of it being released. I think it's in the shed you have to build. Okay, so where is my chainsaw going? Like, why don't I have my chainsaw now? Why does it keep like disappearing? Ooh, that. Jesus, Pete. Like, I want to cut up that stump. Jesus, he must have something in life. He had off. He said that he had like 2 or 3 days off in a row, and he just he went to town. Calm down, Betsy. Well, the shed's building, so there's that. Guess we picked up all the wood from there, or maybe I'm too close for it to allow it to spawn again. Yeah, so suck it, JT. He's up to... You're talking about me. He's up to 60 hours. He's doubled what I got, and I had to do it for YouTube. He's got no excuse. At least it's not Brandon gotten like 300 hours in like a week in a game that a month after it came out, it was $10 on the discount rack. Did they repossess our chainsaw? Is that what? Tony, I did put a...
Are you trying to scroll out of habit, or are you pressing 1 and 2?
I'm trying to scroll. I have press 1 and 2, and the only thing that comes up is my flashlight. Yeah, only thing that comes up is my flashlight. Yeah, see, funny, if he didn't like you, he'd call you cockmouth, but he doesn't. So, he just said you had no life. Coming from somebody who has no life.
It then becomes a compliment.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, one of us. One of us.
JT and I know what it's like to have sleep disturbed to go plow snow.
Same.
Jesus Christ.
Not recently, though.
Snow? What's that? I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah, we got a little bit of snow. Thursday.
We got it was what was it I think it was 41, but the wind chill had it below 20 and it was raining. It was lovely day. But yeah, we're supposed to get we're supposed to be getting a ton of rain. I think it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and of course it goes back up to the 60s when it rains. So
yeah, it's that high pressure system coming in. So it's just going to be like upper 40s, lower 50s and rain. It's just the worst. That's what our entire winter was last year.
And then the next week, just right back down to 20s, 30s.
It's like we're supposed to get, I think Saturday night, tomorrow night, I think we're supposed to get like 1 to 3 inches.
Why is this field not flooded? I flooded it.
Yeah, I've been kind of skeptical on the rice.
Flood that bitch
because
again.
it doesn't look like it's ready.
I flooded it. I don't know why it's not flooded anymore, but I'll flood it
That's
again.
That's what I was going to start with. I was getting that stuff planted.
Went over and talked to the office lady beginning of the week, and she said that she has no time frame on when we're going to be moved, but she's trying to make it happen before Christmas. And I'm like,
she literally has no say in that.
yeah. But I'm like, we're now what, 2 weeks away from Christmas? Or Christmas week. They're not doing anything Christmas week. So like I told my wife, if we haven't heard anything by the end of this week, or excuse me, next week, I said I'm pretty sure we're safe to say we're here for Christmas.
Well, funny you mentioned that, because like we're having people come in to like do the trim around like the doors and stuff, and the guy gave me like a quote, and he was like, just so you know, like, this is our slow time of season. So he's like, we're actually even offering 10% off, and we have like a ton of availability. And I was like, well, why? All your stuff's inside. And he's like, well, it's just around the holidays, and people just don't want having work done inside on the holidays.
Good point.
And I was like, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But in your case, it's a little different, because it's like, yeah, it's residential, but it's like at the same time, it's not.
Yeah. They're still out here working every day. I don't see them working the week of Christmas. Because what, the 23rd's a Monday? Are they really going to work on the 23rd? Because I'm pretty sure they'll be off the 24th and 25th. So they're going to come in for a Monday just to have off?
They'll have an entirely like separate crew come in that wants like the pay.
The holiday pay?
Yeah, all that stuff. So like, that's what my brother, I mean, he doesn't really have a whole lot else to do, but he does like anytime there's like night shift stuff for Saturdays and stuff, he's always taking that constantly.
That's what I normally do. If it's a holiday or shift differential and it's offered, I take it.
Yeah, like for me, like most of my company takes the whole week of Christmas off, but we still have to have people that are like covering. So like I rarely take the whole week of Christmas off because we get to work from home the whole week, and like nobody else is working, so I don't have to do anything. So it's like, yeah, I'll take that.
If we're gonna have good weather, I'll take part of the week off. But if I know there's probably gonna be a snowstorm, I'm gonna work most of that week, so I get that overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been because when they were close to finishing the other one, they left the lights on all the time. Like I could walk over there and just look in the window because they had the light on. I was hoping they'd do the same in this one, so I can just walk up to the back door and look in. And they haven't left the damn lights on yet. I'm getting pissed. It's like I just want to see what it looks like inside. But unfortunately, I'm glad I didn't get a new desk because it looks like the little cubby hole that I'm in right now doesn't exist anymore. So
Oh, great.
we're gonna have to completely rearrange our living room. So the way it is now is there's like a space just big enough for my desk.
Like
prior,
a nook.
Yeah, prior to that, we had our TV here, so it's not a huge space, but it's big enough to use for something. Behind me is the water heater and the air conditioning unit, and then on the other side of that is a
In a closet or just exposed?
No, in a closet.
Okay.
And then on the other side of the HVAC stuff is a closet, and then it's just a wall out to our stairs. So the new way the new one works, it looks like they just from the stairs all the way back. It's just one solid like level. Like it's like this is indented into the wall. It's just solid all the way down, and they have two doors that open outwards that are further back along the wall than what the closet, because right now the closet door and the door for the heating and stuff, or the air conditioning and water heater, is separate. Like there's a little gap in between them. These two doors are right next to each other and push further back along the wall. It looks like that this is walled off, so maybe it's more storage space to make up for not having the unit out back. It just sucks that our small living room is making smaller.
Yeah, it could be that they're using it as like a general like HVAC like duct for a bunch of units.
No, each unit has its own separate HVAC system.
Oh.
So that all that stuff's still in each apartment. It's just looks like they have it kind of like sectioned, like it's they still have that in there, but they also give you more storage inside underneath the stairs. If that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
It just cuts off this area where I'm at now, so I'd have to like move my desk to another corner of the room.
Okay, I was only asking or like suggesting that because we were looking at like the potential cost associated with just straight up redoing the bathroom instead of just like replacing a couple things. And we have a closet in the bathroom, but then outside of the bathroom in the hallway, there is another closet that looks like it's pretty darn close to the closet in the bathroom. But there's like this empty space between the two of them. And I was trying to figure out what was between those. It's just like dead space. So it's like, oh, well, you should be able to like knock that down and expand the bathroom a little bit if you need to. But come to find out, that's where their HVAC exhaust system like goes up to the roof, so you can't really knock anything into it. So I was like, maybe that's the same with your unit, but doesn't sound like that's the case.
I'm kind of hoping that they get rid of it, because right now, like our bathroom and our daughter's room, the closets each have those sliding doors.
Oh,
like
the pocket doors?
Like they slide and fold in half. You know what I'm talking about?
The accordion door?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate those, so I'm hoping in the new one they get rid of them.
Okay, so I was a big fan of so in our bedroom, actually in both the bedrooms here, they have the double closet. So it's like, the width of two closets. And then it has the two individual sized doors that are on sliders. So you can like slide them both over to the left, slide them both over to the right, or slide them to either side to close it.
Yeah, see, even that wouldn't be bad.
No, well, so I was just like, oh, this is my dream. This is what I've always wanted. Unless you have that closet to yourself, it is a gigantic pain in the ass. Because I'll tell you, like my wife has a closet, like a full one of those closets in the guest bedroom, and then slowly it crept into mine, and now she has half. So I have half a closet. And
You get half?
and the lower part
So
of
lucky.
the other half, because my shoes are on the lower part of her side, and then I have all my hoodies and like work clothes and stuff hanging on the left side. And I always forget. It's like one of those things, like out of sight, out of mind. It's like I can't picture my wardrobe unless I'm looking at it, but half the time it's always closed on my side, so I just like forget that everything's there. So I'll literally just do laundry for weeks, like forgetting that I have like 15 other hoodies, and I just like cycle through the same 4 hoodies because they're not hanging up in that closet.
You have more than one? Oh, actually, I got 2.
More than one hoodies.
I got,
Dude, my
like-
hoodies like my hat collection.
I
Anytime
think
I,
I
go
got
somewhere,
3 right now.
anytime I travel anywhere, I get a hoodie, and then anytime I go to a brewery, I get a hoodie or a hat or both.
That's fair, I guess. I got
Pullover
2
or
ones.
zip hoodie?
Pullover.
I can't do pullover.
So it depends.
I hate pullover. It's always because I have a thick neck and a big head, so it's like the hoodie hole is always too or the hole for the head is too small. I'm like, I'm good.
That's.
Give me my zippy.
I don't like the zippers because the zippers either wear out too quickly for me or the teeth wear out.
The teeth wear out.
Or break. Go out of alignment, I guess is what
feel
I'm
like
trying to say.
you're buying some cheap ass hoodies in that case, because all the hoodies I had,
Yeah, man.
I've never had zipper go.
I
My
just-
Carhartt hood, my Carhartt.
I've never.
Uh,
Well, Carhartt hoodies are just freaking. They're zippers. They're like industrial zippers.
yeah, my
The funny
Carhartt.
thing is,
The
I
zipper
just
busted
warrantied
and it still works.
They do have those cheap plastic zippers that they
Yep.
make for some of the hoodies, and
Yep.
Oh
I
yeah,
just
that's why you don't
warrantied
get
one
those.
of 'em.
Get one of those metal ones.
yeah. So I have a couple from like breweries where they cheap out on the zipper stuff, but it's a cheap. Like it doesn't cost you $50 to get. So I'm like, all right.
If I showed you this windbreaker that I just warrantied through Carhartt, you'd be pissed, and I am too.
Well,
Windbreakers are back in.
Phoenix, you and I have different we have a different definition of windbreaker.
Oh, okay.
There.
Because you're
'Cause
thinking
I'm
the
thinking
starter
like-
jacket wind.
Yeah, the
windbreakers
90s.
No,
with
no,
the
bright
no.
color
with
wind.
the big, yeah, with the big pocket in the front.
Yeah. Everybody had a Miami Dolphins one.
Yeah, like windbreaker. Essentially, is like what we would consider like a fancy raincoat
Ah.
back in the day, that has like, like the cargo pockets in the front, and like, yep, yeah, real fancy shit.
What I would just call a work jacket.
No, these are like sleek.
No, I got like 3 different types of work jackets.
So you have to name each individual one.
Wait, how do you warranty something through Carhartt?
I'm lucky enough we have a Carhartt store in town, so I went to them. I was like, hey, I got this a month ago, and it ripped two teeth out of the zipper. They're like, oh. They tried to make me send it back to get repaired. I told them I bought it a month ago. Is there anything you can do at store level? They did the stuff at store level. I'm waiting on it to be shipped to my house, so.
I just saw that they have a car. Well, of course they sell Carhartt at Tractor Supply here, but I just saw like we went to the mall up in Christiana, and they have a Carhartt store in the mall. I'm like, what?
Yeah, we have Carhartt stores up here.
We don't have any around here. If you want to, I used back in the day. My
you have to go to like a supply store or like a.
My first few,
like one of those weird department stores.
Yeah, my first few, we had to go up to this it was almost like a Tractor Supply, but it was like run by the Amish up in Pennsylvania, just to get a Carhartt. So like my first
cart and buggy supply.
My first two, actually, I think the one I have, the busted zipper was the last one I got from there. I have never my newer one that I wear out was gifted to me by my wife's parents one year for Christmas. So I still have the last one I ever had, like before they even start selling them anywhere around me. I still use it, and I got it in high school. And like I said, the zipper busted, but it still functions. So you just gotta like take a pair of like pliers and it up.
Yeah. I have a couple different types of the Carhartt ones. I have the pullover ones that's just like a normal sweatshirt material, but it's like that heavy sweatshirt material. And then I have a two zip-up ones that are like insulated, so it's still like a zip-up hoodie, but it's got that extra like down layer in it. And man, but it's got like a tough exterior, so you don't have to worry about ripping the liner. And man. Nice. That thing is phenomenal.
What happened to my stream?
It's still good for me.
Yeah, I was at like 24 and it just dropped to 3 people.
I got 10.
Oh, mine that says I got 3 people. I went from 25 just 5 minutes ago down to 3.
Damn, man, you put like a graphics mod in or something?
No.
Why the hell? Your stream like looks better than my game.
I'm running everything on the highest settings.
Yeah, same. But I feel like the 4K games and all this stuff, like even when I run it in the highest settings, I see like other people play games. I'm like, damn, that looks a lot nicer than my game.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say if the game doesn't look right, it's because probably it's upscaling. It's not an actual true 4K. They just upscale it to 4K.
Hmm.
Pretty sure. What's this? Potatoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that next.
Oh, you got it? Sweet.
Yeah, so there's still sorghum, and then I need something to offload the spinach into.
Does that a regular trailer take that, or?
I have no clue because so you know how you and I almost ran into each other on the road?
Yeah.
And I was bringing the harvester down here because I thought that you could just harvest spinach with that. No, I didn't look. So I brought it back, only to find out that you can do sorghum with that. And I was like, shit, I already brought it back. So
what's this? Oh,
by that logic, I don't remember what.
Is the logo just 2 leaves?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Our regular pull behind trailers can. Hold on, I'll be right there. Get my zoomy vehicle.
The only bad thing about the Carhartt stores, they don't keep anything for bigger guys and stuff. You gotta order it all.
Oh, that's dumb.
Well, that's when you go to the department store.
You mean Tractor Supply?
I meant more like a Kohl's or Macy's or something like that.
You wouldn't catch me dead in Kohl's, and our Macy's shut down.
Yeah.
Our Macy's
Kohl's
shut down
Kohl's
during
sucks.
the pandemic, and then they just didn't reopen. They were using it as a warehouse facility, and I guess when their lease ran out, they're like, we're going.
Man, I don't think.
We don't have Macy's.
I mean, I've got actually within 25 miles or so, I have 3 Macy's.
Yeah, it used to be one at
And
Dover
I hope they
Mall.
never go out of business because, like, yeah, they've lost a lot of business to Amazon, but like, they oh, sorry, I don't even know how to do this.
Like everything else.
Move bunker up.
Hey, I followed you in Twitch. Well, thanks. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I was too busy eating
that
dinner
it?
and forgot to. Yep.
Nice.
I forgot to start my Twitch stream.
Like all the suits, all the good suits that I've gotten have been from Macy's. Can't go to like Men's Warehouse or any shit like that.
Are you empty?
Oh, are you full?
No, I'm only
No.
45% full.
Yeah, I'm only at 35%. So what the hell?
I don't know. I'll dump and come back.
Oh.
Oh. Sorry. Large.
When I say this, I know you're gonna
Large
cringe,
rear.
Oh.
I can't move.
How did you even do this?
I don't know. Thank you.
Oh. And of course, I just ran over all of it.
My bad, bro.
No, I forgot that I had turned off my harvester. So I started going again. And I just ran over the crops.
I think
Oh.
the two
Oh, go ahead.
I think the two closest stores we have in town closest to a Macy's are gonna be a JCP and a Yonkers.
Yeah, we still have a JCPenney.
Yeah, JCP. You still have JCP? Ours shut down.
Yeah, we
We
still
don't have
it.
JCP anymore.
It's like the last. And that
Well, they filed for
Boscov's.
bankruptcy.
JCPenney and Boscov's are the last two like original anchors at the
what?
mall we have.
Boss cause?
I've never
Boscov's?
heard of that.
You never heard of Boscov's? BOSCOV apostrophe S? Boscov's?
No.
Oh, wow.
That's got to be like a regional thing.
I thought
Agreed.
that's like the anchor at all the malls around here, or like one of the
Oh, there's
original
one.
ones.
Providence, Rhode Island.
Dude, I loved when I was a kid. Boscov's is where it's at because they had all the
What do they do?
exercise equipment set up that you could just like we were just on like treadmills and exercise bikes while our mothers were
Is
shopping.
it like a TJ Maxx or like where is it like a Kmart?
No, it's like JCPenney, but they have a little bit of everything. Kind of more like Sears, I should say. Like they have a really large like clothing section, and majority of the store is clothing, but they do have like a TV section. They do have like the exercise equipment section, sporting goods section. So
It's a family-owned department store with 50 locations in Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Ohio, Connecticut, West Virginia, and Rhode Island. It's a lot of states for only 50 locations. Oh, 26 of these stores are located in Pennsylvania. Corporate headquarters is in Exeter Township, Pennsylvania, near Reading. The company chairman is won't say.
No, is it bad?
No, I'm just after the just saying I don't want to give any leadership names out.
Oh, it's rather disturbing how many people are just like, he's so hot. Like,
I told you. This is gonna be a big deal. I saw so many TikToks today of that, like New York, the NYPD
I'm
is
just trying to figure out how
offering $10,000 for information, and people are like, for that amount of money and you're asking people that live in New York City, like that's not even going to cover like a month's amount of expenses. There's no incentive to rat this guy out.
Oh, jeez.
But they said that he left the state already.
That's what they believe. I mean,
Dude, that is, I mean, if this guy gets away with it, yeah, he did that in probably the most difficult city nowadays to get away with something like that. The amount of security camera networks that they have is scary in that city.
Yeah, that's why I say
They figured out where he came from and when he got there, and it was like a week before, and they know all of his movements, and that's within like 24 hours.
Yeah, they know where he's at. They're on his trail at least.
Yeah, and this guy. I mean, I'm purely the fact that it took them that long to find the backpack leads me to believe that this guy knows a thing or two. One, it's not his first time in New York City, because he was smart enough to learn or know enough about Central Park to be able to hide something without someone finding it for a while. I don't know. It's like, I don't want to know who this guy is because I don't want him to get caught, but at the same time, like, I want to know about this guy.
Yeah, let him get caught.
No.
Murder is murder.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Stop
it
it.
is. Yes, it
Don't
is.
get on your high horse here.
It's really sickening how many people are like championing this guy. It's like he killed someone. Like, it doesn't matter who that person is. Like, he still killed someone. He shouldn't be. That's why we have so many people.
He's responsible for killing so many people.
It doesn't matter. Like,
Yes, that does.
you have someone who's shot, and that's why we have as bad of a problem as we do. Because people like that, when this happens, they champion the guy that does the shooting. So all these other people who are considering doing it are going to go out and do it.
Yep, and I think that that's not a bad idea.
It is a bad idea because there's a lot of people who are sick enough to do something like this aren't going to do it to people that you dislike.
There's a ton of people that have always wanted to do that. No, this is a little bit different. I think there's enough people in America that are beyond frustrated with healthcare and have wanted to do something like this, and the fact that somebody finally did something like this, I think it's going to be restricted to just these controversial industries.
Nah, it's wrong is wrong.
No.
Yeah, if you want me to condemn a guy
this guy was making $11 million a year to deny everybody's claims and then essentially kill people for the sake of making profits to appease shareholders. That was his job.
Okay, he's still a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Still has a family.
I know, and that's where the conflict.
I mean, you do
Yes.
you do some shit for your job that I'm pretty sure you're not proud of. That's probably exactly him too. He just had a higher ranking.
No, I'm pretty proud of what I do because I'm trying to get this shit under control.
Yeah, but if you deny, like, if you're like, you review, say, Christiana or Bay Health thing and like don't approve one of their orders or whatever. You said you've gone through. Like if you're like, no, yeah, we're gonna deny this, and then somebody dies because they didn't get the parts that they needed.
That's on the healthcare company. That's on Christiana.
Yeah, but
They
you
didn't pay their
denied
bills.
you denied it, so
I didn't deny anything.
you did the review, and you're like, we're not gonna get our money back off this guy. So like three
Yes,
people
because
die because they
they're-
can't get
so-
the stents they need.
So the root cause of their issues
Same thing.
financially is because of the insurance companies, because the insurance companies aren't reimbursing at the rate that it costs for procedures and hospital stays, because that's all gone up.
Are you
And
okay? Yeah, you're in the
insurance
field.
companies aren't reimbursing
What's up, Sean? By the way, I don't know if I said that or not.
at the same rate because they want to make the monies for the investors. So they're trying to not actually, like, these insurance companies are reaching out to providers who do the billings, because you can bill at different codes. And they're like, hey, we've noticed that you've been billing all of your stuff at like this code, which is higher for us to reimburse. We believe, based on our research, that you should be billing at this lower code and not charging as much, meaning that they don't have to reimburse as much.
Pipe out.
Oh,
Pipe out.
sorry.
I turned that one setting off to see if it fills it.
There we go. Well, I only had 35% left, so.
Oh, of course, then it's not going to fill me up enough to.
No, I know. That's
See,
what I'm
that
saying.
makes
I was
it-
only at 35%. We'll test it out next time, because
That's 28.
I was at-
I got 28% on the trailer. So.
right, because I was at 90%, so. Ooh. I don't know. That's a tough one because, like, to your point, and one of the things that, I was thinking is, like, it is sad because, like, any kind of incident like that is sad for the family of the person because, like, he was a father, he was a husband, like, had a family, and he was just doing his job.
Yeah.
And that's where it's kind of tough. But at the same time,
Is that ready to go? Yes.
I don't know, like,
Pea picking time.
there he could have taken a different job.
I just love how all these anti-gun control, Democrats
I know.
are
Isn't
like
that ironic?
championing the guy that shot someone. That's
Yep.
where I was getting at. I was like,
Oh yeah, well they're all
can't-
backpedaling on this, being like, well, we didn't say like banning guns, we're just talking about like gun control. And it's like, well, do you realize that one of the things that your bans and restrictions is silencers?
Mm-hmm. I was just like I was on
And it's
Reddit.
like, if that dude didn't use a silencer, he'd be caught by now.
I was on Reddit the yesterday or day before, and everybody was just like, there were so many people like, why is he kind of hot? And going on all this. I was like, you went from let's ban guns to like, oh, this shooter is my crush real quick.
It's no different than, remember when the marathon bomber was on the cover of Time magazine?
Yeah.
No different.
Oh yeah, I was anti that too. So
Of him being on the cover of Time.
yeah, I feel like if you commit
Yeah.
crime, you should not be like the.
Well, no,
never mind.
his
I won't go
no-
there. I won't go there
his-
with someone
his
who couldn't
purpose-
breathe.
Yeah, he had a different purpose in mind. This is to make up for, my guess is that this whole thing stemmed from, like, this dude lost a loved one based on, like, continued denied coverage for everything, and it put him in crippling debt to the point where like he figured he was never going to recover from it financially, and the only way to get back at him and serve some purpose is to do what he did. And honestly, like, the reaction from it, I love how the news is covering the fact that people are joking about it, because for all the jokes that are out there, like, people are also telling their stories of how many people that they've, like, their relatives and stuff, have died as a result of, like, denied claims. So I'm sorry, like, if you're the figurehead of a company in an industry that is very sensitive, such as that, where it is literally life and death, you know, I would think twice about the potential risks involved in that, especially how the healthcare industry is after the pandemic. It's not great. Not to mention, pretty sure his wife had commented to the media that they had received threats recently, like death threats.
Dude just strolling down the sidewalk in New York City.
Yeah. Where his wife was just like, oh yeah, we got, like, we didn't used to get death threats, but like, recently we started getting death threats. And it's like, yeah? Maybe adhere to those?
Yeah, if someone was like, hey, you know, I'm going to kill you,
So then
I
I
would
saw-
not be just strolling down the sidewalk.
Yeah, well, I saw two interesting things today as a result from that. One was, I guess, Anthem Healthcare, with it, which is like the third or fourth biggest healthcare provider. They were actually about to go through with a policy change that would limit the amount of coverage provided for anesthesia for surgery. So let's say a surgery, they decide, you know, for like let's say like a knee replacement surgery, they decide that the amount of appropriate time that procedure should take is 2 hours. So they will pay for anesthesia for 2 hours. If anything goes wrong or the surgery takes longer, they don't pay for the extra anesthesia cost that gets put on the patient.
That's fucked.
Right? Yeah.
It's
So
not the
they were
patient's
going
fault.
they were going through with that. This thing happened the day after they decided to
We
do
got
away
you, boo.
with that.
We got you.
They
We'll
were like,
cover it.
whoa, 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 maybe we shouldn't
Yeah, that's
do
what I'm
that.
saying. We got you.
The
We'll cover it.
CEO just like called up. He's just like, cancel that plan, guys. Come on.
You
trying
got
to
a
kill
call
me?
the next day. It's like, your trip to New York. Nope. We're just gonna go. We're gonna.
You're supposed to
Pull
speak
that
at
one
the
off the board.
the shareholders meeting. And he's like, nope, and forget that anesthesia idea. And then I saw another TikTok that was funny, and it was like someone pretending to be the McDonald's CEO. He's like having a conversation, and he gets a tweet notification. And he looks at that, and then he makes a phone call, and he's like, "Bring back the snack wrap."
McRib year round.
Yeah. Well, because they announced, well, I think yesterday, officially, the snack wrap was coming back.
Oh no, that's been in the works for.
No, I know it's been in the works for a couple years,
Yeah.
but they officially launched it, like literally within 24 hours of that happening. So the timing was kind
we've
of
been
funny.
sitting
I
on
know
this.
it was in the. Yeah, I know it was. Yeah, that's probably it. Like, we were gonna announce this January 1st. We gotta bump that shit up.
ASAP. That's our top priority. Snack wraps now. I'm
Get them out there.
I'm gonna send
I
a
don't care
message.
how you do it.
I want the mixed skillet burrito to come back.
Oh yeah.
We'll never get that because of that
Apparently they
fucking moron.
Apparently they changed the cups for the Blizzard. I mean, not the Blizzard, the
Flurry.
McFlurry. Yeah,
I haven't had one of those, and I can't tell you how long.
because their machines haven't been working, and I can't tell you how long.
Oh well, if I want ice cream, I'm just gonna go get a Blizzard now. We have a Dairy Queen.
Well, if you got a DQ in your area, yeah, for sure. So one of the greatest things in the world.
Oh shit!
Can't remember if I told you this or not. So right next to our house, like I think it's like either a quarter or an eighth of a mile down at the end of our street. There's a big park, and then there's the it's called the Country Creamery. Sounds funny, but they do like it's a breakfast spot, so it's just like walk up windows like an ice cream place, but they do like breakfast and coffees and stuff. They also do ice cream. And one of the things that I miss from DQ the most is they used to have a Nerds Blizzard, and they took that off the menu. But this place has their
amazing.
Yeah, this place has their equivalent of a Blizzard, and one of the toppings is Nerds. So I can get my own Nerds Blizzard now again at this local place. And I can just walk down the street to it.
Nice.
Yeah,
my town's coming up in the world, so we just had the Rite Aid that closed down last year.
Good riddance.
And in its place, there's rumors going around it's going to be a Dollar General market. You know, the Dune Dollar Generals where they have like fresh produce and stuff.
That's fact. I think Rite Aid has a deal with them.
So that's the rumor. We're also getting a Starbucks
because we have a Rite Aid in the town next to where I grew up, and it used to be a Rite Aid, and now it is a Dollar General, and we don't really have Dollar General up here, like at all.
You don't have Dollar Generals just in the middle of nowhere?
No, we have Dollar Tree.
Well, we have Dollar Tree too, but we have Dollar Generals just like.
No, we don't really have Dollar General up here.
Like
that's a southern thing.
Dollar General, they'll find like
slowly
just the most
making its way up above the Mason-Dixon.
That is definitely not just a southern thing.
Yeah, Dollar General is just wherever like they have like a free space in the middle of nowhere. They're like, you know what? We'll put a Dollar General right here. There's one in Hartley, which a Hartley is literally just a few houses, a fire station, and a rural farms, and they put one smack dab in the middle of the town. There's nothing around. So like our Dollar General here is always getting robbed. So I'm shocked that they're gonna put more money into it, but they got this big ass building just sitting there. So I'm guessing they're like, you know what? Let's move out of the crime section and move across the highway to the area where
just gonna move. They're just gonna move the crime.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh shit, that moved like 3 blocks over. All right, gang,
it's literally
settle up.
It's in the median of the highway. So we have 2 shopping centers on each side of the highway. One has Food Line. One has a store called Byler's, which is a local Amish store. So it's like you can go in there and get like your baking stuff and everything for Amish, and they make really good subs. But it's 2 shopping centers. The one with Byler's has a Family Dollar, and then on the other side of the highway is Dollar General, and then right in the median of the highway was Rite Aid and Royal Farms. So now they're gonna move literally just right across the highway to where Rite Aid used to be. It's not even like a couple blocks. It's literally right on the other side of the parking lot where they're at now. Yeah. Here, I'll Google Maps it.
Yeah, I gotta go check it out. But there was a CVS near me that transformed into a Dollar General. Wonder if it's one of those fast, fresh ones you're talking about.
I completely take that back. So, oh wait, no, that's not. That's what the fuck is this? Oh, sorry, language.
Yeah, watch your fucking language.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I am so sorry. There is a Dollar General. The town over, well, it's a city, but it's literally is one of the dumpiest cities in Massachusetts. Yeah. So it's just like, of course, there'd be a Dollar General there because it's just trash. It's just trash in that city. But we have Dollar Tree around here. Actually, I think that's the only Dollar General.
Oh, excuse me.
Wait, shit. Oh, there too. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow, really? So I look at the areas in, let's say, like around Boston and north and west. It's kind of sickening how they decide where to put a Dollar General.
Dude, they will put them literally anywhere.
No. I'm saying, like, I'm looking around because I know this, like New England very well. And I look at the places where they have Dollar Generals around here, and they're all in just like the rundown cities. That's it. So it's like they put one in Roxbury. Okay. They put one on the east side of Manchester, New Hampshire. They put one in Lowell.
They'll put it outside, like where there's no like Targets and
Put in
Walmarts.
Dorchester.
They put them away from all that. That's how they do them here. And like towns in between where there's Walmarts, you'll just have Dollar General scattered all over that section. And then
Yeah, but I mean,
as soon as
you
you
know how
get within
densely
like
packed
a
this area is.
10-minute radius of a Walmart, that's when you won't see them anymore.
Yeah, so like the ones in Lowell, like there's a Walmart that's like very close.
All right, so there you go. That's my town. The blue, they're putting in new townhomes there. The yellow dot is where Dollar General's at now. The square is where they're moving. And the
So
light,
it's like kind of a median. All right.
yeah. And the
That's not what I would call a median, but
well,
I get
technically,
why it is. It is.
The
It
road,
is technically.
yeah, that's
yeah.
Route 13, our main highway that goes on either side of it. And the light
Yeah.
green's rumored
You
where
got-
the Starbucks is going to go. One of the areas.
But you have traffic lights at all those, like the cut throughs.
No, the only traffic light is where the Clark Street at. That's the only traffic light in that section. The next traffic light it's up past where Taco Bell's at. Just right before I cut it off.
Like left turn only, right turn only, or left turn only, I guess.
No,
the
it's
median?
just stop signs in between those. It's just like little side roads. There's not like main roads in between those. It's just little side roads with stop signs. And the drive up there onto the right of Taco Bell, that's the section where I grew up at.
Right, but I'm saying
My
like if
house,
you were to
the
pull
house I
into,
lived in isn't visible there, but that's where I grew up. And then right down left of where I'm at in the map at ends is where I'm at now.
So for the yellow square that you have there.
Yeah.
All right. So if you were to like come out of the left side of the parking lot, like you're going to be heading down 13, heading down, which I would imagine is south.
Yeah. So south is.
So heading out there, you would have a left turn only, right?
Yeah. So if you were like, because that's one of the main roads to get, like if you're coming down south and you want to cut over to get the Food Lion, that's where most people go. They go behind that building. It's in that yellow square, and it's only a left turn only.
Okay, so by that lot, so you don't need any traffic lights going through.
No.
Getting out of there. All right,
Yeah.
all right, makes sense. I was just trying to figure out if it'd be like a better location or a worse location, and no, actually, I guess that would be a better location.
It's
Well, because you can access
50-50 because you're
you
gonna
can access it from both north and
yeah you'll
south.
be able to
Versus if it were
access
on the
it.
other side, you'd have to go around, do a
Yeah,
U-turn, and come back.
but you also like there's not a ton of room for parking, so that parking spot right there in between that and the building in front of it, it's a shared parking lot between what used to be Rite Aid and Royal Farms. It's mainly used for Royal Farm customers. So like the parking up against the building and to the right that's covered up by the yellow line, that's
Yeah, I
really
can't
the
see
only
one of
parking
those.
they have. But funny story. So the building above it, above that yellow square, that's the new Dairy Queen. Back in the day, that used to be a car wash, and
No, car washes and Dairy Queens look eerily similar.
well, you can see the new blacktop. So that it used to be a car wash, and then the building above that is Arby's. So the car wash. We were there one day washing the car. This is when I was like a teenager. Car comes in from the northbound lanes and pulls up there and asks my mother directions to the casino. My mother says, "Oh, you go out of here, you make a left and go down the highway until you'll see the sign. You're pretty close." So he turns out and goes left in the northbound lanes, going the wrong direction. I said, leave it to you to give someone directions and they go one way, go the wrong way on a one-way road.
Ugh. That's one of those weird things. I don't know why, but I always get like I've never done it. Not once. Not once. Haven't even come close. It's just a strange, irrational fear of mine. But when I'm pulling onto an interstate and they have like like one way only, like enter here, and it's like a little bit confusing to like get onto the on ramp to get onto the highway. I literally stare that shit down. And I'm like, okay, there's zero chance I'm getting on the wrong way by accident. It's like one of my biggest fears. Completely irrational.
No,
It's like it's not that hard.
I hate driving on the highways, especially like in like the
Love
bigger.
driving on highways.
Oh
I
no,
prefer
I hate it.
highway driving versus I hate back roads.
Give me a back road any day.
No, not if it's like around here, dude. All the back roads are just like congested with just people trying to avoid highways, and there's people, like out here in the boons / burbs. It's like you're always gonna get the person that just gets on their phone at the stoplight and just like not paying attention because they're like, getting a text from their friend from like play date, something like that. Because I do most of my driving around town during the day, and just the amount of people that are driving around, it's like super old people and then just like stay-at-home moms, and neither of them give an F about anyone else in the world. So for me to get over to like this past Monday, I was trying to get over to Lowe's, and it's like an 8-minute drive. Oh shit!
Whoa. Yeah.
Can't harvest while doing that. I gotta back up. Right here.
Sorry, my trailer was heading towards you. This trailer's too tall for the pea harvester.
But because all the people taking the back roads and stuff, it took me like almost 25 minutes to get over there. And where the house is, it's like, unlike here, you can't hear the interstate, you can't hear the state highway. It's quiet, but it's pretty close to the highway.
I'll lease this
So
one
it should only-
first.
Yeah, it took me 8
See how
minutes.
it
It took me almost a half an hour because the lady, like, going down the street and she was doing 20 miles an hour and just looking at her phone, driving like a big, like, brand new 2024 Suburban, like, all blacked out, and just sitting there texting, just like,
You know what really grinds my gears?
get off the road. The
And-
driver don't, but you're not busy enough. I'm sorry, lady, you're not busy enough to have to be on your phone while you're driving. I'm pretty sure anything going on in your life, you can wait like 5 minutes until you get to your destination.
You know what? It really grinds my gear, and I say this knowing that full well that there are men that have this problem too, but the majority of what you see are like these soccer moms that have these big ass SUVs that don't know how to drive them. Like, they take up like 3 parking spots because they don't know how to park it, and they're the same with trucks. Like, you can tell that this woman should not be driving this truck, but they drive it anyway, and it's just like, what? You're a danger to everybody else on the road because you cannot handle this much vehicle. Why are you driving this much vehicle? And
Yeah,
there, I mean, there's
I've heard
dudes that do it
stories
too,
about
but
that. Yeah.
it's a lot of, mostly what you see are these soccer moms that
Oh, I know.
really shouldn't have, like, get a fucking minivan. You cannot handle a full size
Yeah.
Suburban. Don't even
No,
try.
I picked up, went down to like the fancy coffee place that we have in town, and the parking lot absolutely sucks because it's also where they run the like the auto school out of in town. So it's just a nightmare getting in and out. But the coffee is like, oh man, it is. It's literally a science experiment in this coffee shop. They have all of like the beakers and stuff. And they're like making everything like the perfect temperature. Anyways, I was picking up a coffee from there, and this lady rolls in. It had to have been lifted a little bit, maybe like it probably had like a 4-inch lift on it. This big like Chevy 1500 4-door, massive for a 1500, and she like pulls the child's seat out of the back, walks in to get her coffee, and she spent like, I kid you not, like 10 minutes trying to back that truck out of the parking spot,
Jesus.
and like almost hit me. I had my hand on the horn because I was waiting for it because she started backing out first, so I was, being respectful. And then I was watching this going on, and I was like, I have a feeling if I just decide to like back up, that she's gonna figure it out and just ram it right into me.
There was this
I was
woman.
like, why? I was like, why? It is 11 o'clock in the morning. So, like, why do you need to bring that big of a vehicle down here that you're not capable of driving with an infant?
There was this woman that lived like right down. I knew exactly where they lived because I, like, growing up camping, like, they always had a really nice camper parked in their driveway, and I was like, oh, but that camper is pretty sweet. So the truck is very recognizable, and I know that they have, like, she had like a car too, but she would always drive the fucking truck, and every time you see her around town, like, you could tell she couldn't drive it, but instead of taking her car out, she decides to get behind the wheel of this F-250 that she could not park to save her fucking life. And it's just like, you have a car. Why are you taking the F-250 to pick up your prescription? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I also make fun of my wife all the time because now that she has the Tiguan, and she was driving the VW Bug beforehand, the little go-kart. So she wanted the Atlas, which is like the big ass SUV. And I was like, no, we're trying to buy a house. Like, come on. So she got the Tiguan, and then anytime we pull into a parking space, she literally gets up. You know how you like, if it's like a tight spot, you'll like lean up and like over the steering wheel to try to like navigate in.
Yeah.
Well, she does that every single time she parks. Now, so, and even if there's no cars around, because she wants to be like in the spaces, so I'm always like, "Oh, you're practicing for your CDL exam?" Parking the big rig, but one of the things that like scare me, why I don't really have her like drive my truck too much, is I watched her parents have like a Silverado. And she was like trying to back that into our driveway on Lamoille Street and was like, you know, back in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, moving the wheel a little bit, getting out of the truck to see where she's at. And then I was like looking at my Tacoma and I was like, don't worry, buddy. I'm gonna let this happen to you.
She won't hurt you. Now, my wife drove my Silverado just fine. I don't think she could handle my dad's F-250 because it's a long bed. So
Yeah,
and
long beds.
even though it's still an extended cab, it's
Makes a
still
big
much
difference.
longer than what my pickup was.
It makes a big difference. I mean, even the Tacoma, I test drove the Tacoma, which was the 4-door with the 6-foot bed.
Oh,
So-
this is an 8-foot bed.
Well, yeah, it doesn't have the extended cab for
Oh,
the 4-door, so that makes up for it. So it's like the same length, and then I was like trying to pull into a parking spot, and I was like, "Nah, this sucks." Like this isn't this truck isn't made to be this long.
I need a woman's truck, not one of these big boy toys.
No. I was like, I have no reason to drive a regular pickup truck.
I miss mine sometimes, but
Yeah, but look, I work at a desk. Like, I have no reason to be driving a full-blown pickup truck to work. I just need a vehicle that can transport, like, house shit.
my dad's truck needs a lot of work. I know it's good. It's going to me, and I got plans in place for it. Because
Why don't you start doing it.
all the speakers are shot, so I'm trying to find a good deal on speakers to replace all of them, then put a new head unit in it. I want to get, because he's got the steel wheels with the hubcaps on them right now. I want to get the aluminum rim, the factory aluminum rims to put on it. Because I think that's the best look for that year F-250.
Dude, you should find what I've found. Like, go to the forums. I guarantee you they have a forum for, like, if not the same year, but, like, close to years for that truck.
I'm pretty sure
like, buy and sell marketplace for that.
it's an OBS Ford. There's a ton of freaking forums about that.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
the people's favorite.
Dude, that's how you get the
body-style
parts. That's how you get the parts.
So I mean, there's no rust on it. The clear coat on the hood needs to be redone. But there's no rust on it. It's actually in pretty decent shape. And it's got just over 100,000 miles for being a 1996. 100,000 miles is just breaking in that diesel engine. So the only issue it has mechanically is the glow plugs. It had to put a kill switch on it because the glow plugs would stay on.
Oh, they didn't have a timer?
No, so they stay on and it drains the battery. So you have,
No, I know that.
right now he just has to pop the cables off. So mechanically, it just needs like a kill switch to kill all the power from the battery,
So
so it doesn't drain
my
your batteries.
yeah, my friend growing up had a Volkswagen Jetta TDI, like the diesel one.
I'd kill to have one of those.
Dude, it was a manual too. That thing was freaking rough to drive. I mean, it felt like you were driving a big rig. Like it was garbage. Like there was no like transition between gears, like coming off the clutch. Like it wasn't spring loaded. It wasn't like electronic. It was just like felt like it was like a cable tied to the actual transmission. So it's like you could only push the clutch in as far as it would let you push it in. But he always had that issue.
And so, like, especially now that when we get moved into these new units, I've never had an outside outlet. So I was like, I told him, I was like, it's pointless for me to take it because I wouldn't be able to drive it like 4 or 5 months out of the year because you don't plug them damn things in when it's cold, it will not start. So I was like, 4 or 5 months of the year I wouldn't be able to drive it. The last time I had it, it took me 3 hours to get that son of a bitch started. By then the oldest one is Mr. Buzz. So I was like, now if I have this outside plug, I could actually plug it in, bring it here instead of having to like be dropped off at my dad's to pick it up to drive it around.
Oh yeah, that unlocked some memories. Oh, it did. Thanks. Haven't thought about it in a while. My friend with the TDI, he was a little bit younger than us, and we'd always like, do the rounds of like pickups to drive to school because someone had their license and was old enough to drive other people around too. So he was like one of the last people, but when he became of age, he was like insistent on picking everyone up. But the way that worked was I would essentially just like drive over to his house so then he could make the rounds, and I'd always have to deal with him. He'd have his TDI in the garage plugged in, but his mom would park behind him, so then he'd have to like wait for his mom to get up to move her car so he can get his car out. And I was like, why don't you just like park one of the cars in the street? He's like, no, it doesn't work like that. It's like, all right. We just have to like wait for his mom to get up in order to leave.
I'll never forget when I was my second youngest brother is 10 years older than me, and he was in high school when I was in elementary school. And when he started driving, I remember he asked permission because he was driving the Ranger I learned to drive in. He was driving that back and forth to school, and I remember him asking my dad if he was okay if he picked up some friends before school. Well, I got on the bus one day, and we were sitting at the red light, and across on the other side of the red light was my brother. He had 5 head, him and 4 other dudes, in a regular cab Ford Ranger. They were literally piled on top of each other. It's like, why? Why do you have that many people in there? So yes, I went home and told my dad, and he got in severe trouble. But
You tattletale, man.
yeah, because I was just like, why do you have 5? Like there.
Why would you tell him?
Well, no, I was in elementary school. I was like, how do you fit that many people in that little truck? And my dad was like, how many people were in there? I said, it had to be him and like 4 other friends. Like they were squished pretty tight in there. As soon as he come home, how many friends did you pick up from school? Or before you went to school today? Oh, 2 of them. I was like, uh-oh. Let's see, he was a junior, so he would have been 10th grade. I was in like kindergarten, 1st grade. I didn't know no better. But it was manual transmission too, so like he had to be knocking knees as he was shifting. Because I remember when my uncle drove it, it was me, my uncle, my cousin in there, and he was always slamming in my cousin's knees every time he was driving around. I'm like, good lord. But that's the truck I learned how to drive in. That's how the truck we all had to learn to drive in. And the one, my mom's favorite, he didn't have to. He got a brand new Chevy Cavalier for his first vehicle. He got to skip the manual transmission part. So then he went out and bought a fucking Volkswagen Jetta that was manual transmission, and he couldn't drive it. I got off the bus as a middle schooler and saw him out there just grinding gears around the block. And my dad was like, can you just teach him how to drive it? So me being a middle schooler, I had to teach my grown-ass adult brother, who was 11 years older than me, this is a different one, how to drive a fucking stick shift. Because he went out and bought a car. That's how big of a piece of shit my oldest brother is. He sold his younger brother, our brother, a car that was manual transmission, knowing damn well he did not know how to drive a manual transmission.
Well, also the fact that he sold it to him.
No, he worked for a car dealership. So he test drove the car for him. It's like, oh, this car's great. Never once stopped to ask him if he knew how to drive it, because he knew he couldn't, but he knew my brother was gullible enough that he would buy it regardless if he could drive it or not. So my oldest brother, working for a car dealership, knew damn well this guy, his brother, could not drive a stick shift, still sold him the car.
That's pretty shitty.
Yeah. Oh, my oldest brother he is the worst. He pulled up, so we have different fathers, and his father himself, when they were young, and his grandmother from his father's side has a shit ton of money. They're pretty well known family in the Dover area. So she has literally paid everything for him. So one day I was sitting in Dover, I had to take my mom to the Verizon store, and he pulls up next to me in an SUV, brand new Chevy Tahoe that his grandmother bought for him. I'm sitting in my Silverado. He pulls up next to me. He goes, how's it feel driving around Daddy's pickup truck? I said, I don't know, how's it feel driving around Grandma's Tahoe? Pissed him off. Pissed. He hasn't talked to me since that day. That was when I was in high school. He's the it's a tight race on who's the bigger scumbag, him or my sister. Both of them rank above my mother. You know how I feel about my mother.
Right.
Ooh, peas go for pretty good. Well, of course, they don't yield much. Looks like the Grain River Silos. Where is that? Oh, it's hard to believe Christmas is a couple weeks away.
Dude, I literally have not even. I was actually like driving home. I got my truck service today. I normally have my inspection sticker done at the dealership because it aligns with my scheduled maintenance. And they were like, "Oh, by the way, you can't do your inspection because your tires are freaking shot." I was like, "Oh, great."
You failed
So-
inspection for tires?
No, they didn't even do the inspection.
But I'm saying, if they would have done the inspection, you would have failed because of your tires?
At the dealership, yes, because they. So he told me, he's like, "You can go somewhere else, and like they might pass you, they might not. It just depends on how strict they are about that." But yeah, if you were to do the inspection at the dealership, you're not going to pass for the tread on the tires. So you got to get new tires. They're like, "We quoted you if you wanted to get them here, and it'd be like $1,100 with it installed." And I was like, "Excuse me, $1,100?"
Yeah, no.
So I was like, "Nope, I'll go get the tires. I'll go get the separate inspection afterwards, whatever."
That's wild. I took my dad's truck through
Exactly.
inspection, and tires were literally bald. They said nothing
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, it really depends. But I mean, from a safety perspective, like I've got like pushing 50,000 miles, and I have the original set of tires, so like it's close.
Oh, my dad would probably tell you that his F-250 is a 1996, and it's only on its third set of tires.
Well, I mean, my
Then again, it also
has
only has 100,000 miles on it.
Yeah. My way of looking at it is like, yeah, I have that many miles on the tires, but like, do I really need a fresh set? It's not like we're going to be getting like a load of snow. It's like, can't I just ride it out for like 6 more months? Something like that. Like, this is the worst time for that to come. I don't really have, like, ask me a few months ago, I'd be like, yeah, I have $1,000 extra to take care of tires. But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, that could be the difference between
should've
like
Been like, I'm a
Getting
homeowner
our-
now. Can you get me like
getting
a
our
deal?
trim painted and not. Yeah, well, I mean, it's like, that's $1,000 that can go towards like redoing the bathroom or like something important.
Yeah,
For tires.
very good toilet. And actual plumbing that actually you can flush your dookie down.
I know. I'm going to test that out tomorrow.
Taking it for old.
My
No,
wife, well, my
so-
wife made chili the other day, and I just know, like, and there's like plenty for leftovers and stuff, so we had chili again.
Oh jeez, you're just not.
I
You're
know.
not even gonna like give it a stress. You're really gonna stress test it.
Well, the biggest
Saw your
problem.
trial run. It's like immediately
Well, no,
let's
'cause
go
our
for the
upstairs
biggest dump
bathroom-
ever.
Our upstairs bathroom's fine in terms of like flushing capabilities. The downstairs one's a little iffy, but like the biggest problem is that we don't have any fans in the bathrooms. So if you take a dump, like it just festers in there, and then if you leave the door open, it just escapes into the rest of the house.
Oh, a window?
Yeah, we do have windows.
Oh wait, it's
yeah.
kind of too cold to crack a window now,
It's a
isn't
little
it?
cold.
Well, there you go. Get you a little window fan. Just point it outwards when you're taking a dump, and then close the window afterwards.
Yeah, it's fair. But I was like, at some point, The downstairs bathroom needs to be tested.
I think today was the first time in my life that I actually did the Dumb and Dumber scene where he sits on the toilet, legs straight out. That was the first time I've done that in my life today. I dropped the youngest one off at the bus, and I come home. And I was like, all right, what do I need to do? I was like, I get some packing done. I'll get these dishes soaking first. And my stomach went, I'm like, oh, that didn't sound good at all. So I'm sitting there filling up the sink with dishes. And I got the water about halfway where I needed it to be. And I was like, yeah, I can't hold it any longer. And I darted up the stairs, barely making it. I sat down, legs straight out, and just went to town.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, good Lord. Them breakfast sandwiches I had yesterday finally hit me.
So I thought that, like, you know, like being over the house and doing work on weekends and stuff. It's like, oh, this is a great opportunity to like start eating better and stuff. Nope, the exact opposite. I've had more takeout food.
Well, after working all day in the house, you really don't feel like going back to your current home and cooking dinner.
What we've been trying to do is like make food that'll last us a few days on like Thursday or Friday, but it hasn't worked out too well. We keep like a frozen pizza over there just in case. But I just find myself so like on Mondays and Tuesdays, because I'm not doing anything else. Like aside from I've been having to like meet people over at the house at like ungodly early hours. And by that I mean like if I'm taking the day off from work, I'm supposed to meet someone over there at like 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I can't wake up, take a shower, make breakfast, and then get over there by 9 o'clock on my day off. Kidding me? No. So I'm like, before I get into the shower, I'm like, I'm just going to order some breakfast. I'll pick it up on my way over.
So I did. So I had to go do laundry yesterday, and when I do laundry, I get up, get dressed, throw all the stuff in the since I drive my dad's Pathfinder, I just load everything up in the Pathfinder. And then I'll take the youngest one to the bus stop, and then I'll just head up to the laundromat. And I passed by McDonald's. It's like, I could really go for like, you know, sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich of some kind. Like, it's like I know, you know, I shouldn't. So I continued up. I get there, and this woman, so they have 12 like regular top load washers, and then they have like these front load ones that are supposed to take like 3 loads. But it's like $6 just to run it one time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'll stick with the top load. You know, I don't have 3 loads of anything. Like, I don't have 3 loads of darks. I don't have 3 loads of lights. So I'll separate it all in the
Dude, you don't even need to separate them. Just wash it all on coal.
So, well, anyway, I get there, and she's got 8 of the 12 top loads taken. I'm like, you freaking kidding me? And as I'm loading the 2 of them, another woman comes in. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to be here for a little while. I should have stopped in and got breakfast. So I was like starving because I didn't get home until like 10 in the morning after being there since 7 in the morning. So I was like, I'll stop by on my way home and pick it up. And I got there like right before they switched over to lunch. So I got me 2 sausage, egg, and cheese. What's it? The McMuffin. There you go. was like, what do they call their English muffins? McMuffins.
Yep, the Egg McMuffins.
Yeah, I got one for free, so I was like, yeah, I'll get two of them. That'll be my lunch. And it hit me this morning. That, and then I had taco pasta for dinner.
Oh, taco pasta. Man, that's like some re-drumming shit.
Oh, it's so good.
I know, we have a whole cookbook that has all that stuff. I told you about that, re-drumming stuff. And, like, taco pasta is on there, and it's like, it's simple. It tastes good.
And the way we make it, there's always leftovers, because, well, now my youngest one eats tacos. She didn't eat tacos before, so she kind of stick her nose up at taco pasta, but now she tried it for the first time and really liked it. But there were still leftovers, and it's really good reheated. So it's one of those ones like you can make a big old pot of it and then have leftovers to eat for a couple days of lunches. Hello, Redneck Gaming. Sorry, Michael, if you're still here, my chat just like stopped working. I was curious if it was broken or not, because I wasn't getting anything. Went grocery shopping today, picked up stuff to make my crock pot chicken and dumplings. Ooh wee.
Man, anything in a crock pot, just, yes, please.
Well, the way we used to make it, so, like, we would cook the chicken and then pull the chicken out of the pot, and then what was left over was the broth would be used to cook the dumplings. And I found a recipe online. It's like, so you put the just chicken breast in the we used to get like a whole chicken
Titty.
Yeah, so you get the chicken tits and
well, yeah, so you got chicken titties and you got chicken tendies.
yeah, so you get the chicken breast and you put them in there with chicken broth, half an onion, and celery with a little bit of
juice.
pepper. Oh my god.
It doesn't take much.
Yeah, and then you just shred it up with because we got one of them little Amazon chicken shredders. You shred it up, dump it in the pot with the broth, cook your dumplings up. Oh my god, that's good eating.
Wow, shoot, I'm full of potatoes.
I'm on my way. I'm
gonna know how to.
We couldn't store the spinach, so I had to run it up north.
I have to back up. Guess I can't. Oh,
Here comes Tony.
In here?
No,
What the fuck has Tony been up to?
he's been Tonying around.
Just running people off of highways.
Oh, he was eating smoked chili.
Ah, all right. I can't knock that. Tony, you're forgiven. Forgiven.
As we say, forgiven.
You have been forgiven. No, I forgave you,
There you go.
or I forgive you. Both.
You are forgiven.
You know what sucks about this last leg of the Eras tour?
That's the Eras tour.
No. But it's in Vancouver, and it's 3 hours behind. It's like my wife's literally trying to stay up until almost 3 a.m.
No.
It's a lot of taters.
Yeah, you still got a lot more to go.
I know.
I love. Have you seen the videos where there people going crazy over the book, for the Target Black Friday book for Taylor Swift?
Oh yeah. One of my friends put a TikTok up. She was up there at like 5 a.m. She was like one of the first people there, and like sitting in line at Target, and she got all the shit. And it's like, I don't understand what this is about. Like, I don't know if there's like a special version that's specific for Christmas like that, but it's like the same shit.
Yeah, 100%. But there's videos of people fighting over it, and this one guy, he oh shit. Alright, I'm good. The one guy walks in the Target, and he's like, fighting my way for that Taylor Swift book, and he goes in, and there's no one getting it. He's just like pretending to fight off imaginary people. I was dead. All these other stores, these women are just like going crazy over it, and he just walks right in. Nobody. All the shelves full of them. It's like 12 in the afternoon.
My wife's convinced that Taylor Swift's gonna release like 2 albums at the same time. Like the last 2 that she hasn't released. It's just Reputation and then her self-titled album. And she's like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna release them she's gonna release them together. And I was like, have you not met Taylor Swift? She is going to milk the shit out of everybody for every time. She comes up with like 4 different versions of the same album. There was literally Tortured Poets Society or Dead Poets Society, whatever it is. She has 4 different versions of that album. So the people that want to buy it on vinyl or CD or like anything that's a hard copy have to pay for each version of it. Meaning that instead of, your average record fan paying $25 for a brand new record, they're paying about $150 for all of the different versions of the album.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Ghost will put out 25 different variants of. I think for
Yeah, but don't you find that to be like?
Hey, if idiots are gonna, I'm not gonna pay for every different variant. I found out that I have one of the rare variants.
Don't you think it's not fair to take advantage of people that are very into you or like appreciate everything you do from a musical perspective? Don't you?
Yeah.
You be a little.
Yeah, but that's
like, hey, I'm not trying to screw over my fans because I actually appreciate them. Versus people like.
Yeah, but there's people. There's a section of the fandom that will buy all that, happily buy all that, and even ask for it.
Don't you think it's bad to exploit that?
I mean, if it,
come on,
that's one thing I can't stand Taylor Swift, but I can't knock her for making the money that she's making. Like, she became a billionaire just by reselling the same albums. Like, you can't knock her for it.
Well, then that's no different than the United Healthcare guy.
Exactly.
Can't knock him for making the money.
Exactly. So that's why I said, why is he any different than Taylor Swift? She's both they're both using people to make the money that they're making. Like, people,
most of Taylor Swift's fans are mentally unwell. All right, so she's exploiting.
So is most of his customers.
She's exploiting
they're just
a
unhealthy
demographic that she knows is obsessed with her to make more money. No one's obsessed with healthcare insurance, but
No, I'm saying
It's-
most of his
like,
customers
the
are
difference is like reliant
unhealthy.
on it. Yes, but they're reliant on it.
so
That's the
are
difference.
Taylor Swift fans. That like they make it their whole personality. They are reliant on
I
her.
know. I'd love to see the stats on crossover from, like, I'd like to see a Venn diagram of people that are only Disney fans or only Taylor Swift fans. And then the Venn diagram is going to be those who are both Disney fans and Taylor Swift fans. And by fans, I mean like hardcore.
I would see there being a huge crossover there, like the women that just like they make
You
their
ever
whole
heard of
life the Disney.
You ever heard of like
Tricks.
the Disney teeth?
No.
You never heard of that? No. Because it's very similar to the people that are Taylor Swift fans.
Something wrong with her teeth.
Yeah, it gets linked into like horse fans, like horse people.
Oh
kind of
Jesus!
thing. Yeah.
When did the JCB mod come out? This week.
No, that's not what I want.
But it's crazy how many like grown women want to go like they don't want to take their kid to Disney. They want to go to Disney. It's a Tony already got it. All right, cool. I was coming to get that trailer. But like all over TikTok, it's like I'm planning a trip to go to Disney. You mean take your kids to Disney? No, I'm planning a trip to go to Disney. It's like okay.
This is terrible. It's just a Reddit thread. It's the best I can do for right now. So it's like gum to tooth ratio.
Oh Jesus.
So there's a high crossover of those who are Disney fans and those that are Taylor Swift fans. And I think that Taylor Swift is super smart. Like, to your point, I respect her as a businesswoman. It's just the way that she goes about it, like exploiting these things. It's smart that she actually knows these things because she strategically put the Eras Tour on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So like she knows what she's doing in that aspect, but also like shame on her. Shame on her. It's like do you need even more money than that? Like what is that going to do?
There's a lot of
What
similarities.
legacy are you leaving behind? Like what kind of
There's a lot of
What do you do?
similarities with Taylor Swift and Ghost when like releasing a ton of albums, like because Ghost is they'll put like 25 different vinyl, variants
I know
out. Each
that. I know
vinyl is
that.
different and all this.
before Taylor Swift
So-
started doing that, you told me about that, and I said that I hated it.
Yeah.
And that's one of the main reasons I don't like Ghost.
So I don't buy all of them. I buy one and I'm satisfied. I don't need all of them, but there are very
yeah, but you'd happily take them.
No, I don't need 25 of the same album. Like I got one to just say I have it and that's it. Like I'll buy the albums for my favorite bands and I'm okay with it. I don't need every single one, every single variant. I'm not one of those crazy ass fans. Like for me, Ghost is t-shirts. Like I'll collect Ghost t-shirts. Like if it has a cool design on it, sure, I'll get it, I'll wear it. But so they're in between album cycles, and they're each album cycle they have a new, quote unquote new, lead singer. So you have Papa 1, Papa 2, Papa 3, Papa 4.
Yeah.
So Papa 4 got a promotion. He's now Father Impeter, and so he's
He's
head
now
of,
CEO.
yeah, he's
and
now
he is
head of the
he's the
church.
target. He's the
And
target.
At the end of the movie, like there's a storyline throughout the movie, and in the movie it reveals that he like he had a twin. So I posted on Reddit, and I was telling my wife about this. I was like, I think it would be hilarious.
Just like music meets WWE at that point.
So there's a whole storyline behind the band, but I would find it hilarious because the Papa 4 character is very like childish and conceited in his own way. I was like, you know what I would find hilarious if what he did was the new Papa, like he records a new album as Papa 5, and then because they call him, he originally, Papa 4 was originally Cardinal Copia, so they call him like for short Cardi C.
Cardi B.
Yeah, so they call him Cardi C, and I was like, I would find it hilarious if he releases the album exactly how it is and put like 2 different songs on it and then just called it Cardi's version. Just whatever the new album is, just a couple months later, re-release it exactly how it was and add like 2 new songs.
Sounds like that's something he would do.
Yeah, that 100% was what he would do. And I think it would be hilarious just to play off the whole Taylor's version thing, but make it go the...
Right, but don't you feel bad for the people that are stupid enough to buy all that?
Not really, because if they're stupid enough to do it, like, I don't feel bad for you if you're gonna...
Right, but what about...
Like, I don't feel bad for people who spend,
what about your respect for them? Like, them completely knowing that and exploiting that. Don't you feel...
No.
Some way about that? No, you don't care?
No, because it can be with any band, because you have people that literally go a month without paying rent just to buy concert tickets. Like, it's no different than that when people are charging, like, $300 a ticket for like the back of the arena for
right. But my issue is when you sell all of like the hard copy stuff, and it's like literally there's no difference between that and just like subscribing to Spotify.
Yeah,
because you
that's
get
what
the
I
exact
do.
same stuff.
That's what
so
I mean.
Why do you feel the need to buy every single?
That's
little
just
thing, unless you're stupid enough for that, and that I guess it all circles back to the same. Like how,
if people have money to spend it, like it's not. It's none of my business how people spend their money. If a artist, like I said, that's one. Like I can't stand Taylor Swift, but I've always said that's one thing I can't fault her for. She found a way to make money, like, and she's gonna do it. Like you can't fault her for that. If you know, she can put out the same album 5 times and people are going to buy the album every single time. Well, how's that her fault? Like, people are irresponsible for the money. Like, you can't blame her for these people being irresponsible.
You're totally right with that. I completely agree.
I'm pretty good, Nick. How are you?
I just think, I don't know. Like, I try to put myself in her shoes of, like, do we really need to do... Like, she was recording her concerts again. So, she's probably going to do... Yeah.
Okay, I'm coming.
All right. She's probably going to... As soon as she came out with the Tortured Poets Department and stuff like that, she changed up her concert a bit. And I wouldn't be surprised if she did a new movie based on the updated version, because all of the people that saw the first one are definitely going to go see the second one.
Yeah, see, well, that's where
and that's where I'm just like, how much is too much?
Her and Taylor Swift her and Ghost different, because Ghost put out a concert film, but they told a storyline that like there's actual storyline that you follow along with it.
That's their entire...
So, like, that's the difference. Yeah, so you're not just paying to watch a concert on a big screen.
Storyline to begin with, so that's not straying too much from what they're doing.
Yeah, but you're also not paying just to watch a concert. You know, someone up there saying you're paying to watch the next part of the storyline.
Yeah, but I don't need to see storyline when I'm going to a concert. No offense. I just want to go see music.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to keep tabs on...
Well, it's not like a whole like
season's
little narrative. They have like
episode. I don't know what's going on.
They'll have like a 5-minute clip every 3-4 months where talk about something. You get a new piece of the story.
Some people like that. But for me, it's just like just play your fucking music. Like I don't care. Like if you're a band, play your fucking music, and if it's good, I'll buy your shit or listen to it. But like,
I love
why do
lore.
we need to get into this marketing shit? Like, fuck off with that stuff.
I love lore.
Stop taking advantage of, like, I get it. Musicians aren't being paid as much as they used to based on the streaming services and all that stuff.
Yeah, they got to find a way to
understand that.
recuperate that.
But charging stupid amounts for tickets to go to their concerts and stupid amounts for merchandise and then adding like a fucking song at the end of an album and then calling it a separate album and then making it buy it separately is offensive. It's a joke.
I wholeheartedly agree. But again, the people are going to buy it. Like it's you don't have to buy it. That's the thing. You don't have to buy it because guess what? You can listen to the same thing on Spotify. If you have a Spotify subscription, like you can listen to all that new music. You don't have to go out and buy the album anymore. Like you used to. You used to have to go buy the extended version because you didn't have that option of listening to it on
it
Spotify.
used to be it's like $11.99 for the CD, and then if you wanted like the bonus version, it was like $18 or $19.
Yeah, but you would go out like for me, like back in the day,
I was never getting the extended version.
When Breaking Benjamin Phobia album came out, like I had to have it day one. I loved Breaking Benjamin at that point. Like I had to have it on release day, and then they turned around and released a collector's edition or whatever, like 6 months later, that had a couple new songs on it. I was like, well, I gotta get that, and that was before the era of Spotify. So like, it's not a new concept that they're doing. It's just, it's
but they're making even more money off of it, which is
but again, kind of. You're not required to buy it. For those people who are going to buy it, like...
No, obviously it's not required to buy it. It's like, don't you see it? I don't know.
Trust me,
that's my own mindset. Cause
I fully get where you're coming from. I don't think it's any different than them charging... Because
I group it into the same thing as...
A lot of it...
Like, all of the big businesses and stuff where it's just like, you're just duping stupid people. Like,
a lot of the record companies doing it as well. So like it's not just individually the artist.
Their money off of people that arbitrarily pay their bills. They don't care what it is. They don't check. They just pay their bills. They don't care what it is, and they're just going to continue to do that. And so those companies take advantage of that. And I feel like that's kind of the same thing.
It's everybody. So like I've never been to like a live taping of a wrestling program. I've been to like the live events where they come out like from behind a curtain and they go wrestle and stuff. It's not the same as like the taping. I've never been to like a taping though. Like the live event is just now they have like Titantrons, but back when I went, it was just like a black curtain. They came out from behind the side exit, like it wasn't grand or like I want to go to a live taping, but I've been looking into it, like all the ones around here. Of course, the closest they come is like New Jersey for live tapings, and you're talking like
you gotta have big
$200 to get even like not on the floor around the ring. You're talking like the first like bleacher style row seating, like you're talking like $200 per seat. I'm like, oh my god!
When's the last time you've been to anything? Dude, if there's something that is sub $200, like we are a go. So like we looked
$200 for per seat though. It's like $400. Yep. Jesus,
dude, that's what it costs.
And
like we went to Blink 182 and they went and they played at Fenway. Like we just looked at last minute seats. We bought tickets 2 days before, and there were tickets for like $700, but for $150 a piece, we ended up on the like on the field, but it's $150 just to like get in for concerts now. Anything decent.
Yikes. Yeah, we were planning on doing the going.
Well, I mean, Taylor Swift. You can thank her for that too, because like
I've seen her tickets go like for a couple, like
thousands.
Yeah, a couple grand.
She started this whole thing.
Yeah. Well, we were considering going to the Ghost concert, and I think it would have been like $300 per ticket, or no, I think it was like $300 total for us to go, and then we saw they, I think it was $350, but when they announced that, hey, you won't be able to have cell phones in the show, I was like, nope. If I'm paying that much, I'm gonna record your goofy ass on stage. I'm sorry.
Stay there.
Do you want me to loop around?
Nope. Because we got the crop destruction. So you can't loop around.
Like, I just think like that's one the most. Oh shit!
Sorry.
Here. That was what left a bad taste in my mouth about Ghost. Was like you got people like making their bills go past due to
the nuts to go see you, and you treat him like shit.
Well, he's. I shouldn't say it because he's probably the nicest celebrity I've ever met. He gets a lot of shit because of the like he fired everybody else in the band back in 2016, and he catches a lot of shit for being an asshole. But like, I actually met the guy, and he's actually like very friendly, very friendly. So like, you know, that's what it's just like. But you got people paying crazy amounts of money, and you're talking about like the VIP tickets, $350 plus whatever you're. So if it's $150 for the ticket, you're paying $500 just for a VIP ticket, which doesn't even include a photo op anymore. And you're telling them, hey, you can't take any pictures while you're in here. I'm like, no. I'm like, I understand the thought behind it. He's not the first person to do this. I can't remember what his name was. That he was the first one that it's like no cell phones allowed. But they're like, I get their thought. Like the crowd's more interactive when they're not having their phones out, and it's really annoying. The one Ghost show we went to, like everybody had their phones out. I had my phone out. I took a couple pictures. I recorded them playing my favorite song, and then my phone was in my pocket for the rest of the night. Like I feel like that's what should be encouraged. Well, these idiots are out there with their phones out the whole concert, filming the whole thing. Like I understand that, but you shouldn't punish the entire, fandom just for a couple bad actors.
Yeah. Because also, like, for the majority of people, and I guess they have to adjust based on the age, but, like, I'm of the age of, like, I have no business recording this because, like, I'm never going to go back and watch this.
Yeah.
Ever. On my phone. Like, I'm not gonna go back and just be like, oh, yeah, that was awesome. It sounded great. Because it sounds like shit through your phone. But what I don't think of is the generation that is like recording it for the purposes of posting it on social media. Because like that doesn't even cross my mind. I'm just like, yeah, I'm recording this because I like this song. But like, am I gonna watch it again? No.
I still go back and watch the
crowd. They're like, oh yeah, we gotta post this.
I still go back and watch the videos I took of the Three Doors Down Stain Hinder concert back in 2008. You want to talk about shoddy quality, but I still go back and watch them.
Yeah, I don't go back and watch shit.
Actually, I think I have them on my Facebook.
I remember.
Well, apparently, I don't have them on my Facebook anymore. Oh yeah, I do. I don't know if you can even see that. But that's Hinder performing Lips of an Angel in my amazing camera work. Can you even see it, or is it private?
Anymore.
It must be because it's private. Do you watch? I don't watch many anymore. I used to keep up with NFL. I don't anymore. Oh yeah, because I set my profile only friends of friends can see it. I wonder if I posted on my original YouTube channel that I had from like high school. Oh, I do. I have one of them. And a video of my exhaust from my pickup truck. Oh, looked like the one that looked like the video of them fighting in shop class got pulled down. What? I would imagine, because there was a video of we were goofing off in shop class. We weren't being serious. It looks like it got pulled down. He tackled him into the freaking overhead door. And then my best friend comes running into the screen. He's like, calm down. Like, we're going to get in trouble. Yeah. We were tail end of it. We grew up before every freaking house had a freaking Ring doorbell, so the stupid shit we used to do didn't get caught on camera. Think about over your lifetime. Can you imagine how much of the shit that you got away with you'd be? There's no way you would have gotten away with nowadays because of just Ring cameras alone. Suzanne from down the street called. What the hell were you doing? What were you thinking? Thinking Suzanne should mind her own damn business. I went to the wrong one. I'll go back around. I'll never forget when we were we went down to South Carolina because fireworks are illegal here and were illegal. Now you can have like the lame ones, the ones that Joe Dirt were making fun of. Yeah. So you 1 month before 4th of July, you can sell fireworks, but it's only like ground fireworks, nothing that shoots in the sky. So lame ones. But back when we used to go down to South Carolina, my dad would buy like the actual like professional grade fireworks, the mortar kind, like you shoot off in the sky. So we had a bunch of them on 4th of July. My dad was just like, let's go set them off. So me and my brothers ran out there, and we were shooting off all kinds of them. And one of them shot off and went right over the neighbor's house, and he just casually walks over and he's like, I've been enjoying the fire. It's an older guy. He had, I wonder if he's even still alive. He had to be in like his late 70s, and this was, I think I was in middle school. He's like, I've been enjoying the show, you guys, but how about no more over top my house? But I was like, yes, sir. But there's no Facebook groups. Nobody called the cops. Now, if someone's setting off fireworks, everybody in the freaking town Facebook group is like, did you hear those popping sounds? What was that? And then, of course, someone's like, I don't know. It's the 4th of July. Probably fireworks. Every time the helicopter flies over, because when they have to medevac someone, there's a helicopter flying around outside. Anybody know why? You have the same thing? So wait, she watch every single night that there's a concert? She just respond, you're part of the problem. I don't get the connection. God. I just don't get that. Like the music's not even that good. I don't get why the hype. I shouldn't say 99% of the music that comes out these days isn't even good. So I don't. No. Oh, K-pop is like, it's like the boy bands were back when we were growing up. You're good. Do you? I'll reposition. Oh, I have game sounds. Thank you, Tony. No, I did not know that. We're big Sleep Token fans here. And in my defense, we were Sleep Token fans before they blew up on TikTok. My wife's already said whenever they come back to America, we're going to see them. Whew. Ah, that was close. That could have been worse than what that was. Dude, this hill is killer. I know dang well that gas station would be complaining as many times as I've cut across the corner in my tractors. I know they'd be complaining.
Are these potato harvesters like accurate?
Yeah.
You don't think that they have more advanced technology? They can make their little harvesting basket like a little bit bigger. It's 2024, man.
And it's not like grain harvesters where it's just widespread. Like it's got to be they're small. Like all the pea pickers and stuff, they're all smaller than.
Yeah, I understand the concept. I'm just saying this thing is like at the end of it, it's wider.
That's what I said. The harvesters are like overall bigger, but yet their harvesting width is a much smaller. Makes you scratch your head.
Well, yeah, I mean, for the potatoes, like the specialty ones, that's always been the case. It's always been a small header. I'm just questioning, like, don't you think after this amount of time they would have been able to figure out a better system so you could make the header a little bit wider?
You know,
like a vacuum system. Like, think about it, for potatoes, just like put 2 shop vacs, suck the potatoes up. Shoo.
I don't think there. Of course, we didn't really do potatoes that much.
No, we didn't.
22,
even after they came out, because
there was a mod
because
in 19, I think,
sucks.
which the header like unfolded and like slid out to be like 3 times the length of what that one is.
Yeah, because this one's trash.
And I don't think it ever came out in 22. Not that I've seen, at least. It was everybody just made them working with
same potato.
bigger.
This is the same potato harvester.
No, I was saying for a
22.
mod. There was that's the same potato harvester that, well, the same concept
like
of base
19.
harvesters in 17.
Yeah.
But there was a mod for the one in 19 where the header like unfold, like they made the header so essentially there was 3 of those headers and they one slid out to each side of it to make it so it was 3 times as wide. And I don't think it ever got converted over to 22, and I used the hell out of it at 19.
I remember there were 2 different ones in 19 because there was this one that had like the narrower conveyor belt, and there was one that had the wider conveyor belt.
Yeah, so the other one was the one that was from 17, the one with the wider conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Here, let me just come over and just grab that from you right there, just like that. Yeah.
Nice and easy. Yep,
You empty?
0% here. Yep.
Like, do I have to readjust here?
No, I hate this thing.
I need to grab a drink.
All right. Wait, what? Stop it.
What? Was trying to see how the inner mechanics worked on that.
Yeah. No clue is the answer. The fact that this thing is wider in the back than it is in the front baffles me.
Got that junk in the trunk.
Oh yeah, it's just got like little praying mantis arms here.
I think this is technically how day of harvesting is supposed to be done. Just a wagon going alongside it.
Wagon.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how all harvesting should be done. Like the weeds in this one has thrown me off.
Yeah, I thought about turning those off. I don't really feel like weeding.
Well, this is a field you bought, so we don't really have a choice on this one.
Yeah.
But after this, yeah, if you want to get rid of them, I'm totally for it.
Weeds off. I'll do lime. Fieldstone, sure. Pyrrhic Pun, sure. Crop destruction, sure. Disaster destruction enabled.
Yeah.
So waiting for one of them.
Get those tornadoes.
Texture size tornado. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I gave it so much shit, but I watched the new Twister movie and it was not half bad.
So my uncle lives in San Jose. I mean, Santa Cruz. Yeah, and he was talking to my mom. When was it? Yesterday morning. And he was like, "Hey, hang on. We're getting a tsunami warning." Because they had the big earthquake off the coast of California yesterday. 7.0.
Well, did they get a tsunami?
No, unfortunately not.
Damn.
I mean, when's the last time we had a tsunami?
We don't get them here on the East Coast.
Well, I meant like the U.S.
Oh.
Because like Hawaii's gotta have them. I always think of, when I think of tsunamis, I always think of like Japan.
Yeah, that's why I was...
Taiwan or like the South Pacific.
Korea. Wasn't it Korea that had the tsunami, the big one? Or I get my Asian
No,
country messed up.
Japan had the one that had like the nuclear reactor. That was the biggest one recently.
Yeah.
That was like 2013.
But there was one that had a
They had to
really
evacuate
bad
the whole
one.
place because they weren't sure about the reactors.
It was a really, really bad one. Like just overall destruction. I want to say it was in Korea.
No, I think we're talking about the same one.
It wasn't Japan. I know that much.
Wasn't Japan?
I don't think so. Let me Google it.
I think we're talking about the same one. It was like relatively recently in our minds, which means it was probably like 10 years ago. It's probably like 2017. It was like not Fukushima. It was like
Indonesia.
what?
2008 or 2018. Sulawesi,
oh.
Indonesia tsunami, a destructive tsunami that hit Palu Bay, Indonesia.
Wait, no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. But probably true. I mean, yeah, it was probably super destructive.
The deadliest, yeah, okay, that was 2004. The deadliest tsunami in recorded history was the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. It almost killed 230,000 people in 14 countries, including Indonesia, Sri Lanka, India, Thailand, Somalia. I don't know how to pronounce that. Maldives,
Wait,
Malaysia.
Somalia.
Yeah. Malaysia,
Somalia's not even
Tanzania. I don't know how to
freaking
pronounce
close.
that one. Bangladesh, South Africa, Yemen, and Kenya.
The hell? Do you understand how widely distributed that is?
Hmm.
I mean, because that sounds like it originated from like the central of the Indian Ocean, but if it's going all the way down to like South Africa, my God. I thought. Fukushima. Yeah, that's why I think I was just like, oh yeah, it was like 5 years ago. No, it's literally like 13 years ago. Fukushima. Yeah.
The March 11, 2011.
Yeah. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying that. I mean, that was pretty gigantic. In terms of like the tsunami.
The last one we had in the United States
For a
was
tsunami?
August 7th, 2024,
Yeah.
in Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 2024, December 6th, near Point Arena, California. An earthquake originating from an offshore earthquake near Eureka, California, caused a non-destructive tsunami wave.
It was 50 miles off of the coast of Eureka, California. I actually talked to my mom about that. She's like, because I was telling you about my uncle living in Santa Cruz, got the tsunami warning. And she's like, did you hear about that? I was like, yeah, 50 miles off the coast of Eureka. She was like, how do you know where Eureka is? And I was like,
Well, they had a whole TV show.
American Truck Simulator.
Oh. I just remember the TV show Eureka.
Oh, Eureka's Castle. That's different.
Oh man.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I for I was gonna the whole moving situation. So when I went over and asked her, I was like, do you have like a timeline on when we're moving? 'Cause she just said that when we went over to sign paperwork, she's like, start if you haven't start packing, do so quickly. So I was like, I went over there. I was like, do you have like a timeline? Is it gonna be like before or after Christmas? Like, do I put up a Christmas tree? Because it's tradition after the weekend after Thanksgiving is when we usually put up a tree. And she's like, I don't know yet. I'm waiting for the final inspection. And she said, then I have to do the paperwork. So all the paperwork we signed, she hasn't even done all that yet. She's just waiting for them to finish the construction before she does it.
Yeah, they gotta go through the punch list.
So I'm just like, she's like, but we're gonna try to get it done before Christmas. Okay, well, that doesn't sound too reassuring. And like I said, I told my wife if we haven't heard anything by the end of this coming week, it's safe to say we're gonna be here for Christmas. So I'm thinking about just plopping out the new tree we got, and just plugging it in, don't even worry about putting ornaments or anything on it.
Yeah, we're kind of in the same boat. Just like, why bother? But you feel like you need to.
Yeah, it's tradition.
Yeah, I know.
You know, we got she's 13, so we got like 5 more years of doing this with the youngest one. And, you know,
Yeah.
it's up. So we want to take advantage of every what time we have left. So it's a year we're gonna miss out of decorating as a family. So
Yeah.
bit of a bummer, but you know.
Yeah. Sure.
But I'm a stickler on that. I'm like, my wife's been just itching to watch Christmas movies. And I was like, not until after Thanksgiving. I said, the night after we come home from Thanksgiving, you can watch all the Christmas movies you want that night, but none before. No Christmas music, no Christmas movies, no Christmas decorations. But after Thanksgiving, you can do watch, listen, decorate, whatever you want. So they were itching to get the tree up, and now we can't. Ooh, my stepmom's gonna get an earful next time I see her.
Alright, let me finish this field here. I'm
Your
gonna get sucked in.
stepmom's a stickler. Like, if she texts you, like, she doesn't say anything to us, but she complains to my dad, and then my dad complains to me. It's like, if she sends you a text message, just to respond, whether it was like a simple okay or something, because if you don't respond, she worries. So we went grocery shopping today and picked up prime rib, because it's become another tradition that, you know, we cook. They cook Thanksgiving, they cook Easter dinner and everything. So for Christmas, we get a prime rib, and I cook it for them. So we picked the prime rib today. I sent her a text picture of it. I said, you let us know when and what else you want us to pick up. Now Android, if you text Android on iPhone, it has the read receipts now. She read it at 6:30 and she hasn't responded. So next time I see her, she's gonna get an earful. I'm like, do you know how to respond to your text message?
Damn.
iPhone ratted you out. So they used to be able to get away with that because it didn't have read receipts for Android users. Now they do. My wife kept asking me, she's like, you haven't heard anything back from her yet? Nope. I would tell you if I did. So I just went in there to it. I was like, maybe it just didn't send. Let me check. I opened up. It said read at 6. I think it said 6:23. I was like, oh, she's getting an earful. You know how many times Dad has tore me a new one because I didn't respond to your text messages? Now, you're going to get one too. The one that cuts my hair is one we used to camp with, and pretty much everyone that from the old camping group still goes to her get their hair cut. And one of the other women that we used to camp with, she was over getting her hair cut, and there two of them come up with the bright idea to do like a reunion, getting everybody together that used to be in the camping group, and just have a small get together and do a bunch of the remember when stories. And I was like, oh god, the fart story is gonna come up, and she's like, what story is that? So you remember sticking the bendy straw in your armpit and blowing on it, making the fart noise gag?
Yeah.
One Christmas party, I was like the only kid in the group, so a lot of them entertained me like during these parties while they're all getting hammered and everything. There's one guy named Jody that used to camp with us, and he was like, your dad keeps telling me about this fart trick, let's see it, I want to see it. He was a teacher too, it was even more funnier. And I got the straw out and I had it crimped, so like I was blowing, nothing was happening, and I blew so hard I actually farted. His eyes got like 3 times the size of they usually are. He goes, that sounded so real. And he was bragging, and they spent the rest of the night, him and John spent the rest of the night with straws trying to recreate it. And when we got in the truck to go home, I told my dad, I was like, that was real. That wasn't the straw fart. That was real. When I blew so hard that I actually farted. And he thought it was a trip. So now it keeps getting brought up. Well, my wife has never like, she didn't know what the straw trick was. So I got a straw the other day and I showed her, and she was like, oh my god, it sounds so real. I was like, yeah, just imagine trying to do that and actually ripping one, and these guys thinking it is the greatest thing ever, and spending all night. These are 2 grown-ass men in their 30s trying to recreate what a preteen was doing with a straw. They were so hammered. I was like, so that story's gonna come. I said, just be warned, that story will come up.
Just be on the lookout. To see my wife and
stepmom, they've only heard the stories of what used to take place when we were camping. So to actually get everyone that like put faces to all the names they've heard and hear the other person's perspective, they might not want to come home with us.
I mean, yeah, true.
Good times though. Good Lord, they were all in like the late 40s, early 50s back then, and that was shit, late 90s. So these people are old these days. Old. Like the only other people that we ever went camping with that had a kid, she was a year older than me, and they only we only camped with them for a couple of years before they kind of went off and did their own thing. So most of the time we were camping, it was just me, unless my nephew came along, which my nephew was only a year younger than me. So you know, he kept me entertained. But that was like maybe every fourth time I went camping, he tagged along. Finished?
Oh, I finished.
You're empty?
Yeah.
So I can park this somewhere now.
Yeah, I'm gonna return this. Oh shit. Shit. Alright, I have to leave because I have to watch the rest of this stupid fucking concert.
Mm. Did you return it or you want me to return it?
I returned it.
Alright. Have fun watching the same thing that you've been watching for like the past 2 years.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fall asleep. Be fine. If anything, I'll actually get some decent sleep for the first time in a while. So I'm fine with that. You run tomorrow?
Oh shit, it is midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be here. So you let me know what y'all want to play.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you, because Brandon stopped coming around and JT won't have his computer until next Thursday.
All right. Well, I hate to say it, but I'm probably going to be like 50-50. I don't know.
All right. We'll find something.
I'll keep you up to date.
Roger that.
All right, you have yourself a good night.
Yeah, good night. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for me. I didn't realize it was after midnight. For the ATM of you who are still hanging around, thank you so very much. If you guys did like the stream, do me a huge favor. If you haven't done it already, leave a like down below. It helps me out so very, very much, and I do appreciate it so very, very much. If you guys do want to see future live streams, be sure to click that subscribe button. If you guys want to be notified whenever I do go live or upload a video, click that notification bell. As always, guys, thank you so very, very much for watching, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow night. Bye.